You've been frustrated and in such a bad mood today. I truly hope you'll feel better soon and be happier. I was a bit shocked at first because you haven't really given me that impression this week. I just thought you were really stressed and busy, and that was it. And last week you were so like lovey-dovey and sweet and joyful, and gave me so many smiles. I guess this week, this first week of learning to balance your work and your homework and such was really hard for you. But I'm sure you'll fall into routine, and I'll get better soon. 2 weeks ago, in the love email you sent me, you said you were really happy. We were doing long distance, and it was such a comfort to you in this new place where you felt slightly uncomfortable. I'm sorry that frustrations already have showed, and they added to your stress. I feel bad about that. There will be bumps, but I mean, just remember the good times too. Like last weekend, video chats. The butt pics that you enjoy. Our cute, silly texts and meaningful messages. And our lots of memories. And pet the quail. On the other hand, I think you've put yourself into a really bad cycle of frustration. You and me are in a long-distance relationship. Which goes to, we love each other, but you might get sexually frustrated, you know? And then you want the option to hook up. However, you haven't seen anyone worth hooking up with, so I think that's kind of moot. It's kind of pointless to get frustrated then. But I mean, even if you did find someone you're interested in, you said you didn't want to hook up with a girl, like a slut, who'd hook up with a guy who has a girlfriend, because you said you had much higher standards now. But then again, I think it's like moot getting frustrated over that then. But also, like, you said the guilt of telling me you hooked up with others deters you from hooking up. Which I guess, I don't know. I just don't know. I guess it's frustrating, but, like, again, you haven't really seen anyone, so. But I think it's really silly, like, you really should interact with girls. It's not pointless if there's no potential. Like, it's healthy for guys to have girls who are just friends. You had a bunch at Gun. I mean, you can have them at 2, like right here too. And I think that'll really help with their frustration, like actually having some girls in your life. Like, I don't care, have friends, hug them, cuddle, whatever. You can cuddle with girls, it's fine. But like in the end, with all these things, like without the lack of girls, like wanting to hook up, but like not having any girls to hook up with because you haven't found any, I don't know, like you're just getting frustrated yourself and me. When there's really not much to be frustrated about. Like the only thing is like they could be frustrated is like that I'm not there maybe. They can't see me for a bit. But like if there's no one to hook up with still, don't get frustrated. Pointless. Don't be sad when there's nothing you can do about it. I just think you really need to figure out what's important to you and what you really want and what will make you happy. Like, really consider how much I mean to you and what would happen to you, or like how you'd feel if you lost that. And knowing you lost it because of something like this. Like for a few hookups that you'd be drunk and I don't know. I know it's frustrating, but like, do you want to lose that? Like, do you want to lose this for that? And also currently, like, unless on weekends and when I start chatting you up from school prep periods, all we have is like our texts and emails, and I know you've been really busy, and we all have been, but that's really all we have right now, like until I can, like chat you up when you're home at night. So like I think we really both have to make an effort, even though you may think you don't have anything important to say, like, that's fine. Because even if we were both at like Gun together, we'd have nothing interesting to talk about, just like normal stuff, you know? Like, oh, what did you do today? How was it? How was that class? Etc. So like it can just be simple stuff, but it's good to keep talking about things. whether it's mind-blowing or not. But also, how important are physical interactions with girls to you? Like, will you be absolutely miserable and frustrated and spiteful, more and more, progressively without hookups? Because since you currently don't have interest in the girls you've seen, I think it's just really pointless to get frustrated about this. I mean, it would make sense to me if you saw some Victoria's Secret model material girl and she was like all up on you and you couldn't do anything. Like, I understand that. Like, fine, go have fun. But at the moment, there's no one to be frustrated over, you know? But like, if having that hookup option open to you and not having to be like super careful at parties, being able to like not care what you do when you're super drunk, like if that means that much to you, like fine, do whatever makes you happy, okay? That's your choice. I can't do anything about it. Like you said, if I want to do something with someone, you can't do anything about it either. So that's that.
还没有开始
啊，等一会儿
啊，
10分钟。
哎，
Where was I? I don't want you to get super frustrated with me often because there's just nothing I can do about it, you know? Like, if you can't hook up and you're always frustrated at me, I'm really sorry, but like, there's nothing I can do. I wish I could transport myself there. I really do. But like, if that's really, really that important to you to have that in your life, fine. Like, I try my best to help you by giving you those like butt pics and doing those risque video chats with you. Like, I thought that might help you. That's why I did that. Just for you. You know? But I mean, maybe I guess maybe that's not enough for you. That's for you to decide. I'll be honest, I'm nowhere near thrilled by the idea of you actively going out to do things with other girls. I mean, if you do, please just don't like sleep around with them, okay? And I'd still be hurt because it's just like you chose that, but maybe I can live with that if that's what you decide is important for you. I don't know. But I'd rather have you decide what you really want and what would make you happy and tell me. And then we can like talk about our options than for you to like be in this cycle of frustration where none of us can really do much, okay? I really do hope you feel better. I'm sorry. Love you lots.